Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. You are interested in the topic of cybersecurity? Me too. That's why I invited Alexander Lawall, Professor for Cybersecurity at IU. Alexander, please introduce yourself. What are you exactly doing and how did you become part of IU?
As you mentioned, my name is Alexander Lawall, Professor for Cybersecurity, and also I'm responsible for 6 cybersecurity programs. 3 are in German and 3 in English language, and therefore I decided to do it on the IU because it was interesting for me to be part of the IU and have also distance learning in place and also campus studies. So for me, it was nice to be here.
Yeah, so if you are interested in studying cybersecurity, you may meet Alexander sooner or later.
Yes, in some courses, of course.
Nice. So my first question would be, what actually is cybersecurity? You hear this topic a lot, but what is it actually?
Yes, to make it in a short summary, I would say cybersecurity is somehow protecting digital assets like IT systems, IoT systems, applications, cloud systems, whatever, has a digital background, and therefore at least 3 different protection goals has to be targeted. It's about confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Those are the most important protection goals.
Yeah, makes sense. It's very important for modern IT systems,
yes,
I think.
Yes.
So my next question is like, what are the main topics in the term of cybersecurity which you deal with?
Yes, so I would divide this to 3 pillars. The first one is about, you have to think about the preventive, detective, and corrective way of measures, countermeasures for cyber attacks, and also for the digital assets, of course. And if you have all this in place for every asset, cloud, IoT, whatever, then you have the protection in place. So afterwards, if you think about that, you have to take a view in the attacker phase, that you know how is an attacker working, what are the steps, what are the tools and something like this. The knowledge the attacker use, so that you know against which attacks you have to protect. So this is the second pillar. And the third one is about, there is no 100% security, so you need the third one is about threat hunting and cyber forensics, where you try to find out what is happening, what was happening in the systems, what was happening on the networks, how is an attacker infiltrating our systems, and to have somehow evidence about what's going on in the system, what was the attack about. And the half pillar, 3.5 pillars, the half pillar is somehow the specialization. If you want to say something like, you want to have a deep dive in quantum computer, especially important for cryptography. Or you say, okay, I'm a guy, I'm really interested in software development and I want to learn more about DevSecOps, something like this, how to bring in security in the development process and also in the operations. And the third one is about artificial intelligence and machine learning. It's everywhere, but also in cybersecurity, you need it on the defense and also on the attacker phase. So this is important.
Yeah, you hear a lot of AI right now.
Yes.
It's a big topic. So my next question is, what does you actually fascinate about this topic, cybersecurity?
The motivation from my point of view is that you have so many different topics, and every day there is coming something new. New attackers, new attack vectors, also new vulnerabilities, zero-day exploits, whatever. So this is a moving target somehow, and also this is the attacker side, and also on the side where you think about security, you have to deal with that, and you have to try, you have to find solutions for these attacks, and this is every day. And there are coming new strategies, there are coming new tactics, new techniques. So different levels of expertise are needed, and for me it's really fun to be there in this field.
Sounds like a very exciting moving field.
Yes, yes. Not static, it's dynamic all the day, all the week. So this is really nice.
Very nice. Cybersecurity sounds now like something company deal with, but actually, is it something everyone should deal with?
Yes, especially if you think about digitalization around the world, everybody is involved in that. So everybody has at least one, I think, device, like a smartphone, like a tablet, like a PC, like a laptop. you have a fitness tracker, you have some other IoT device, you have your smart home in place, could be that you have also devices. And so everything is interconnected via the internet or in smaller networks, but it's interconnected, and therefore you have a potentially higher ethical surface. So you have to learn how to do the security part, otherwise you have problems, to say it like this.
Of course.
And this is for everybody. It's on the company side as well as in your private life, because you have these devices also in your private life.
Yeah, doesn't matter where my data is. So
yes,
of course, that makes absolutely sense. So we talked about it already a little bit, is the topic of AI. And my question would be, what kind of role does cybersecurity take in the case of AI, also looking into the future? We're talking about ChatGPT everywhere. So which role does cybersecurity play there?
Yes, I would say think in two directions. One is direction, say, okay, there is some rumors about attackers use AI for the attacks, of course. They produce some polymorph malware, which is really hard to detect. They also produce deepfakes, where you need only a small number of pictures from persons, for example, and then 3 seconds of an audio of the person, and then you have a deepfake, which is speaking to you with every word you want. So this is really hard to see if it is real or not. And also the whole topic phishing and so on, to give just some examples, there's more. And on the other side, I would say it's also for the security side, because you can use it to find not normal traffic, something like this, where you say, okay, here's an outlier, there's nothing, here's something which is not really in the right position, or you have a geolocation which was never before, or you have a time in the night you have never worked in this time. So this is like anomalies, and you have to get an alert, and then you know, okay, here I have to figure out what's going on. So you have both directions.
You can use it for both. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, it's used in so many cases, so that makes absolutely sense. My next question would be, are there any tips from you for the daily life, that how I can protect my data and my devices better? Is there something I can be just a little bit more aware of, maybe?
Yes, first of all, think about patch management. So it's hard because a normal person has many different devices. So every single device has to be on the current status of patch management, the current patches for the operation system, for the applications, for the firmware, whatever. So this is a hard job, because if you have many devices, you have many patches to do. This is a general thing. And on the other way, it is important that you think about your daily doing, about if you get mails. Think about, is it to find out, is it malicious or not? This is more or less something about the awareness. How good you are to see, is it from an attacker or is it an authenticated real mail? So this is something, it's really important. Or if you hear about where people are tricked, a bad accident was, child was really hurt, and you need to send some money to a specific bank account, and then they help your child, something like this. So this is really bad, and there is also many money is lost in such a scenario.
Just walk with open eyes. And
yes, it's really important.
Always stay a little
bit. Be critical. Be skeptic.
Makes sense.
Yes.
You shouldn't trust no one, but just be careful.
But somehow trust no one. It's like zero trust architecture, if you hear about this. So this is somehow in this direction.
Yeah, I get it. When I decided I want to study cybersecurity at IU, and I finished it with a bachelor or master, how is my career chances afterwards? What are the career perspectives I can take actually after I graduated?
Yes, especially for the cybersecurity, you have really a good chance, because there are so many open positions out there. Also in Germany, also in other countries, we have a really high demand for such specialists. And just to give you an imagination, I have last week an email received from Berlin in Germany, which one person asks about, or a small organization asks about. They have 800 a demand of 800 cybersecurity specialists.
Wow.
And also, if you think about the payment, the salary, it's not bad to think about the specific field of cybersecurity.
A lot of times, actually.
Yes.
It's really good paid.
Yes, because you know a lot. If you think about it, you know about the computer science, and then above you have an element, let's call it like element, it's a full stack of cybersecurity. It's also, you know a lot somehow, to say it in easy words.
Sounds very good. If you are now interested, you heard great career chances, great salaries awaits you. If you're interested, just visit our website for more information about the study course. And we also have some deep dives on the channel where we dive deeper into topics like phishing or online shops. So also check those out, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
See you, bye.